Hello, good morning. So, we're going to do something a little bit different today. Obviously, Fridays are always about getting the stress out, removing blocks, and that kind of thing. So, we're going to do a combination, just a short, it's not going to be a long time, but we're going to do a combination um, of a little imprinting in our subconscious mind, while at the same time seeing if we can remove or release any blocks that are around that. And it's not going to be what I call therapeutic hypnotherapy. If you ever had a session with me of that, where it's unique to your situation, and then I ask you questions, and then you answer me, and I keep you with your eyes closed, and then we allow your subconscious mind to give us the answer. And I'll kind of lead you through it. But the challenge is with this is that I'm not going to hear your answer. But that's okay, because you're not going to be in such a deep trance state that you won't be able to remember what comes up. And we're going to just kind of remove it. And so it's a combination of hypnosis and super conscious work and meta creation. Okay. So all you need to do for this little mini session is I want you to pick one thing that's on your list of, hopefully you're doing your affirmations every day. But I want you to pick one thing that's on the list, just one. And of course, whatever your affirmation is, you're saying it every morning, like I name, comma, have, or earn, or own, whatever it is. Okay? So kind of say that in your mind. And now go ahead and close your eyes. And this isn't Zoom, so I can't do music, but that's okay. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just allow yourself to relax into your seat. We're doing this sitting up straight, feet flat on the floor. And just taking an inhalation nice and deeply, and then letting it go. Keeping your eyes closed, knowing that you'll only be here for a few minutes, and that there's really nothing more important or precious than the time that you have your eyes closed, but you're still alert, whether you're imprinting on your subconscious mind and the quantum field, or whether you're listening to the messages that come through. And today we're going to do a little bit of both. Now, I want you to think about that intention, that affirmation. And in your mind's eye, not really speaking, but in your mind's eye, I want you to hear the words, including your name, I, whatever your name is, and I want you to hear yourself say it really loudly, in your mind's eye only. Okay, do it again. And one more time. Okay, and just with the words alone, I want you to notice in your body, is there any doubt? Did any part of you clench up? Is there any part of you that said, no, that's a lie? And if so, just allow that to be there, keeping your eyes closed. And I want you to ask your subconscious mind now. Subconscious mind, will you present any reasons that I might think I can't have this? And just listen. See what pops up. And if nothing pops up, I want you consciously to imagine what could be a block if you had to make something up. What could be a block? What could be the reason that there's part of you that doesn't believe it's possible? Again, even if nothing came to you, just make it up. What could it be? Just staying in a relaxed state. Now I'm going to address your superconscious mind. Superconscious mind and all parts of this person. Can you analyze? Can you go back over time, over decades? After conception, before conception, through ancestral lines? Can you call all parts in that may believe, think, or judge that this individual cannot have what she's affirming? And superconscious mind, can you update all beliefs, ideas, erroneous thoughts, limiting conclusions, fear-based concepts, with a massive change history and everything after that? And now I just want you to imagine, even if you had to imagine whatever block was in your way, I want you to imagine that it's just dissipating now. It's just going right out of your body. It's no longer there. Your superconscious mind is your connection to the quantum field or God or whatever you want to say. And it absolutely knows a million, trillion times more than you do, more than I do. It knows everything. And it knows that you have no blocks. It knows that that's just stopped up memories and energy that we're now releasing. And you don't even have to do anything. Your superconscious mind is doing all the work. And just keep breathing with your eyes closed. Now, I want you to take that affirmation that you selected, and I want you to imagine the picture that you assigned it. And remember, it's okay to have lots of different ideas, but you should have one main freeze frame snapshot picture that represents that affirmation has already come true. And I want you to take that image. And now I want you to go one step further. I want you to imagine that you're looking at that on a movie screen. See the image, look how big it is, and bring it in full color. Full color. And now instead of it just being a freeze frame photo on the screen, go ahead and add some movement. Maybe you're taking a drink of water, maybe you're passing the salt, maybe you're standing at the ocean, but go ahead and add some movement. And make sure at this point that you bring in a person, a loved one. We're doing just a mini movie, a clip. And can you hear that loved one saying something to you that would be relevant? Like, good job. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. This is amazing. I'm just going to give you a moment, and I want you to hear it and see it and feel it, starting now. What phrase are they saying? Can you feel how wonderful that is? Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to get up out of the seat that you're watching this big screen. And I want you actually to step up to it. You can pretend you're in a theater, up out of your seat in the front row. And I want you to step right into the screen. And now all of a sudden, you are there. You are there. Now hear what they said one more time. Feel your hands and your feet and look around. And in your mind's eye, you're looking around and you can actually look out and you can see the movie theater. You can see all the seats where you had been sitting. And now you're in this alternative space, this parallel reality. You're in it. You're not looking at it, you're in it. How does your body feel? Maybe you reach up and touch your hair. This is it. You're really, really there. And I want you to feel the gratitude of knowing that you've created this. Just feel the gratitude. You did this because when you embody an intention as if it's already come to pass, and embody means you're feeling it in your body, you're including your senses, you're hearing your loved one's voice. And when this happens, and just stay with it, your subconscious mind sees it, feels it, knows it, and now it's a memory. So not only are you creating it in the quantum field, your subconscious mind knows that this is actually happening now, not in the future, not in the past. It's happening now. And I want you to feel how good that is. Now, as you're still in that scene inside the movie, I want you to turn to the person and in your mind's eye, finish this sentence. I really wasn't sure I was going to get here because, and just let whatever comes to you, no matter how silly, even if you have to guess, what had been holding you back? Now notice how you both laugh. It was all an illusion. Any doubts, any beliefs you had that you couldn't accomplish this, they were wrong. And you've proven it because now you're here. And I just want you to take a deep breath in and acknowledge what you've done, what you've accomplished. And maybe you can give the person that you're with a hug, just a big embrace. Because now it's onward and upward, right? Once you achieve one of your intentions, we just find bigger and bigger things because we have to expand. We live in an expanding universe, and you are in the universe, so you get to expand too. And just feel the gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I want you to step out of that screen as you're stepping back into the theater. You're glowing, you're excited, you're grateful. Your eyes are still closed. And go ahead and sit back into the body that's sitting there. Now, this is a really important part. Even though you're still looking at the screen and it's back to third person with your eyes closed, I want you to embody that feeling that you just had when you were in your body on the screen. Can you do that now? With your eyes closed, can you pretend that you're still there? Even hear the person's voice. And understand in just these brief few minutes, what we've actually done is we've made a memory in your subconscious mind. And as long as you included your emotions, you also activated the quantum field. You literally just made a memory. And now as you continue to do your affirmations 3 times a day, and allow any blocks that come up to just dissipate. Whether you journal, whether you do a collapse, whether you do EFT, you just allow them to dissipate. You don't stuff them down. You just allow them to quietly leave or move over so that you can enter that scene in your mind. And you can always make it a different scene. But every time, see some kind of movement, feel something in your senses, especially audio is really good. And just know that you can create this. And before we close out, I want you to repeat these affirmations after me. I am a creative force. I feed my subconscious mind the images, outcomes, and emotions that I want to experience in my life. And I want you to directly address your subconscious mind and say, subconscious mind, I've shown you what I want. I've removed and released any blocks keeping me from having it. I've experienced it. So now it's a memory. And I expect you lovingly, gently, for my highest and greatest good, to create this experience for me again. I've created it in the mental and the emotional and the spiritual. And now we're going to create it in the physical. Thank you, superconscious and subconscious mind, for assisting us today. Okay, and then when you're ready, go ahead and just move around and you can open your eyes back up. Now, if you had trouble with any of that, do the replay. I want you to do this to the point that you're so good at it that when you close your eyes, you see the screen, you see yourself walking up, you see yourself fit in that body. And sometimes it takes several attempts, but this would be a really valuable use of your time, especially if you're struggling. And when I say struggling, I mean, if for some reason you're just not writing your affirmations down 3 times a day, there's always an excuse. Or you're not, in the first thing in the morning or before you go to bed, you're just forgetting. It's not forgetting. Your superconscious mind, your unconscious mind is so flippin' smart that it keeps you breathing. What if you forgot to breathe in the middle of the night? Your superconscious mind, it's running your body all the time. You don't have to be awake and pay attention to it. But when you add your conscious intention through imagery and cultivating emotions, you can make anything happen. You can make anything happen. There are monks in the Himalayas who can levitate. There are people who can be in absolutely freezing weather, stark naked, and not die of hypothermia. You're in control of your body. You don't even have to make your heart beat. Your superconscious is doing it for you. But when you take control of it and you say, no, you've been creating this, and I prefer this. This is my preference. And you show it by stepping into it, being in it, feeling it, hearing someone say something great to you. It's like the best directions ever. And so I really encourage you to do this for yourself once a day when you're choosing whichever one you're going to write down, and using it. I have just created a 25-minute meta-creation that's kind of very similar to what we just did. And it helps you remember. It kind of cements in and anchors in your affirmations, your imagery, and your glad giving. So if you are in magnetic marketing, I will be giving it to you. I'll be giving it to you in the next few days. And if you're not in magnetic marketing, but you would like a copy of it, all you need to do is email me or tell me on our next coaching call. Okay, since this is only clients in this space. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week or whenever. Bye-bye.